Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little Q&A for you guys. No one asked for it, I'm just giving it to you. So I did a questionnaire or a poll over on Instagram and asked you guys, what do you want to know about me? Anything and everything was on the table. So I got quite a few questions. My hair is a frizzy mess, so just ignore that. But I'm gonna go ahead and answer your questions. So let's get into it. So the first question is, what is your favorite hobby besides YouTube? So I would have to say that my favorite hobby would be either making my stacked books or cooking. I love to cook, so probably those two things are my favorite. I have my questions here on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. The next question is, how did you meet your husband? So it's kind of a funny story. We actually met technically at a party that he wasn't invited to, and I kicked him out. And then we didn't see each other for a long time, and then we saw each other again one night when I was out with a friend of mine at a bar, and then we didn't see each other again for a long time, and then we started dating probably like a year later, and the rest is history. The next question is, when do you want baby number 2? So I don't really know, but I think that we're gonna start trying sometime in this year, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do you prefer chocolate or sour candy? Wow, this is kind of a hard one because typically I like chocolate better, but I do love sour candy, so it just depends on my mood. I do enjoy both, but if I had to choose one, I would definitely say chocolate. The next question is, how many kids do you guys want? So I only want 2 kids at the max, and I've kind of been on the fence about number 2, but my husband, he actually, when we first met, he said he wanted 6 kids, and I was like, you're insane. No offense to anyone who has 6 kids or more kids than that, but that has never been my journey, my plan. If God gives me, you know, was it sextuplets or sextuplets or whatever, quadruplets, any of those things, whatever, but that's never been my plan. So he already has a son, so I have a stepson, and then we have our son together. So I said, I'll meet you halfway, I'll give you 1 more, and then you'll have half of 6, which is 3. The next question is, when do you guys plan on buying another house? So we actually are renters right now, which I hate. I've always hated renting, but it's always worked out for us up until this point. But we actually are planning on buying a house this year, so stay tuned for that. Do you prefer scary movies or comedy? So I think that's a hard one. I think if it's a good scary movie, I'd rather watch a scary movie, but if it's not, and it's like what's been being put out recently, I think I would rather watch a comedy. The next question is, are you a night owl or an early bird? So before I had Manny, I was 100% a night owl. I would stay up super late, and I still worked, so I would have to get up early most of the time. But I prefer staying up late and sleeping in. But now that I'm a mom, kind of can't always do that. So I usually get up around 7 or 8, which is still not, in my terms, a early bird, but I don't know, I'm more creative at nighttime, and I get more stuff done, like I get more motivated usually. But being a mom, I'm exhausted by the end of the night, so when 10 o'clock hits, I'm in the bed, I'm going to La La Land. Where do you see you and your family in 10 years? Wow. So in 10 years, I hope to be very successful with my career choices. Some of them, like YouTube, I'm doing now, and then some of them, I really want to own my own business. So I hope in 10 years that is a reality for us, and I really would like to be able to make enough money on YouTube and owning my own business or for us to own our own business so my husband can stay home with us. So that is the 10-year goal. The next question is, what's been your favorite vacation spot? So my favorite vacation spot, I love the beach. So pretty much anywhere that has a beach, that's going to be my favorite. What's your favorite thing to do when you have alone time? Probably go shopping. I love to go shopping, but it's really stressful when you have to take a toddler in, and especially trying to try on clothes. Oh my gosh. I don't even try on clothes anymore, which is so unlike me. I've always been the kind of person like, I'm not buying this, I'm not leaving the store unless I try it on. So I would definitely have to say going shopping, maybe grabbing some coffee with my sisters or a friend, things of that nature. The next question is, how did you and your husband know each other was the one? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard question. I guess my husband says that he prayed for someone like me before he ever even knew me. So when he found me, he knew right away. And then for me, I think he was just everything I was looking for at the perfect time, because I had been in a very toxic relationship prior to meeting my husband now, and I was just not in a really good place, and he brought me out of that. He made me feel really loved, and he made me feel smart and pretty and all the good things that you're supposed to feel from your significant other. So I think that's how I knew, because he just has like such a big heart, and he wanted everything that I wanted out of life, which was very important to me at that time. So I think that's probably how I knew he was the one. The next question is, what's your favorite way to spend downtime? Probably vegging out on the couch, watching YouTube or watching Disney movies or watching a show. That's how I decompress, is just kind of like shutting everything else off around me and just focusing in on one specific thing. Or another way, which I don't really get to do this as much, but just a creative outlet of some sort. So whether it be like my bookmaking or, you know, doing arts and crafts with my son, something like that helps me unwind a lot. Next question is, what is your dream vacation? This is going to be a hard one. So my number one tropical dream vacation is Bora Bora, obviously. Like, who wouldn't want to go there? Maybe somebody doesn't, but that's my absolute number one, most desired tropical destination. And then I would have to say, like, as far as other dream vacations, I would really, really, really love to go to Ireland. That's always been on my bucket list since I was like a teenager. And I would love to visit Scotland too, because they're, you know, kind of near each other. Those are my two dream vacation destinations. What is your favorite thing to talk to your husband about? I love to talk about our future. He doesn't like it so much, but I'm a planner and I'm a future person. Like, I always worry about the future, think about the future, plan for the future. So I love to just like sit down and just brainstorm with him and just bounce ideas off of him and just talk about our future, because I don't know, it's just something to look forward to, and I love having things to look forward to. Next question is, what is your favorite memory with Manny? That's so sweet. That's a hard one, but I think, well, obviously this is before I go to Disney, so that's going to probably be my favorite memory. But I think up until this point, my favorite memory with him was on his first birthday. We went to this museum, and it was a like interactive children's museum, and he just had the time of his life. He loved it. It was like very interactive. He got to like meet a friend. He walked up to this little girl and like gave her a hug and a kiss, and it was like the cutest thing on the planet. And just seeing it through his eyes and seeing him explore, like, that's probably one of my most fond memories with Manny. Probably my most favorite memory with him up until this point. The next question is, what would you do if you had no kids for a day? don't know. I would do the same stuff I normally do. I'd probably like go get a manicure, go get a pedicure, go get a massage. I would go out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would go get coffee with friends or family. I would go shopping. I would just do like normal stuff I would do from day to day, but I would just have more time to like be leisurely about it. So that's probably what I would do. What is the most favorite place that you have traveled? Let's see. So in the United States, definitely my favorite place that I've traveled would be San Diego. I loved everything about San Diego. I actually was going to move there at one point in time. But I just love the weather. I love how it's like so close to the beach and there's just so many things to do. And the people were really nice there. I was kind of surprised because I've been to other parts of California where the people were not as nice. But I loved San Diego. And then I've only been out of the country one time, and I went to the Bahamas on a cruise. So I did enjoy that, and it was very beautiful. I love tropical destinations. Hopefully we'll be going on another one soon. But as of now, that's my favorite international vacation, because that's the only place I've been. The next question is, what was your dream job when you were a kid? I wanted to be an artist. Like, that was my number one dream job when I was a kid. Like, I used to love art. I still do, but I just don't have as much time for it. When I do have time, I'd rather watch TV. But I just love art, and I love everything about it. I wanted to like draw and paint and just be like one of those like hippie, like weird people in my studio loft apartment, and like living in wherever and painting all day and drawing all day and writing books and all that good stuff. That's what I wanted to do when I grew up. The next question is favorite date night with your husband. So that's a good question. Probably like dinner and a movie somewhere. I really love going to the movies, and I really love going out to eat for dinner or for anything really. Oh, and I like going bowling. So like maybe dinner and a movie, or like dinner and bowling, or something like that. Or even like all three if I can swing it, you know what I mean? But I love to do those things. I love going out to eat. All right, guys, so that concludes my Q&A. I think this is the first Q&A I've done on my channel, like where people have actually asked me questions. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch y'all in my next one. Bye.